Welcome, my name is Carol, and today's assignment is on cardiovascular disease, also known as CAD. Today we are presented with 3 students who showed up to class who have either a history of hypertension or heart disease. However, they've all been cleared by their doctor to participate in the yoga practice today. One of our students is interested in a fast-paced yoga. What would I do when she asked about that? First of all, I would recommend and tell her that the class is not a fast-paced yoga class, and that with the heart disease history that I would not recommend a fast-paced yoga for her. Also, this is a new student who has not been in my practice before. I would also want to ensure her that I'm more focused on her breathing, her poses, instead of a fast pace, to really understand her body and what her limitations may or may not be. I will be showing 3 modifications for the tree, cobra, and downward facing dog, as well as pranayama, or breathing. For the tree pose, this is without a chair. I would recommend that as we inhale, we would put our hands into prayer position. We lean on our right leg, quadricep is engaged, stomach is towards our spine is aligned tall, and take our right foot and put it in a kickstand for balance and stability, and stay here, find a focal point. If the students are able, I would recommend to raise their foot up to the side 1 or 2 inches. However, for the modification for tree, I would show them to gain the stableness and strength by having the foot in a kickstand position. The heel is against the calf. For the cobra, I would invite them to first come onto their hands and knees, if their body allows, and our knees are hip distance apart, and I would invite them to come down slowly on their forearms with their legs back. First, feel the alignment in their pelvic area, and to inhale, come up 1 or 2 inches, not more than that. Stay in the pose. Feel the stretch. And not come into the cobra pose all the way like this. Forearms down is what I would recommend. Again, they would inhale 1 or 2 inches. Head would be aligned, finding a focal point ahead of them. And then as we would inhale, I would have them come back to tabletop and come up to the next pose. That would be for cobra. For downward facing dog, since we do not have a chair, I would pretend this is the wall that I have right here. And instead of doing the regular downward facing dog, I would come to the window or the wall, and I would tell them to inhale and walk their feet back a few feet, and exhale, bow their head in between their hands for the stretch. Their knees also, I would invite them to bend their knees, and then inhale to come up slow. Those would be the modification for downward facing dog. The other one for our pranayama breathing, I would ask them to put one hand on their belly so they can feel the breath, inhale and exhale, and the other one on their heart. And as we inhale, we would close our eyes or our gaze. We would inhale, feel the stomach come out, and then exhale, feel their hand and the breath as your stomach comes into the spine. Also inhale, hold the breath, and then exhale. Have them exhale, which is a longer period than the inhale. I would then ask them to open their eyes. We would do 6 to 7 breathing to get them relaxed as well as focused. Hope you enjoyed the cardiovascular disease assignment. Thank you. Namaste.